Ladies and gentlemen, we're over here at Camp Woodward day 3 or 4, one of those two. And in today's video, we're going to show you guys a couple of the forgotten spots that they have over here at camp. Popcorn kernel. Whew. We're going to start at the top of the property. We're going to cruise our way down. Some of the spots you guys have actually seen in the video from way, way back. Some of them you have not. Some of them, none of you guys have seen me ride ever. Let's cruise over to the launch pad, start up there, work our way down. Next spot, it's kind of like a little bit of two different things, but we're here at the launch pad. This half pipe, which we've actually gotten a lot of riding done on this. I got a couple of like poster photos on this side. We've also got a lot of riding done over here on this mini ramp with the spine in the middle. Really cool ramp. If we go on this big half pipe right here, not big half pipe, but it's a good little mini ramp to ride in. It's a 6-footer, but it's seen better days. You guys can see spots like this where some of the wood is kind of peeling up. Obviously there was like a giant hole here at one point, but even with the skate light, it's still in like really good shape. Like I could have a session on this, no worries. I wouldn't be upset if this was in my backyard, not for 1 second, but it's a really good ramp. It's a really good transition. But the reason that we're over here and talking about this particular ramp is because it's here at launch pad. You guys can see there is nothing over here at launch pad. Reason being, this is a spot that's going to be redone at some point, but they're just using it, I would imagine, as like a parking lot for parents when they come and pick their kids up, or when they're dropping their kids off. It's kind of what this spot is here for now. But they've got a couple like remnants of some ramps. They've got this thing over here. There's that parkour section over here. Yeah, there's a bunch of heavy clips that have gone down here. We've got a couple of spots with Josh Toy that we've done over here towards the end. They had like a tractor in here. They've had a lot of cool stuff. They still have like a couple little tiny things like this Jersey barriers over here in that quarter. So you've got a couple little things, like you've got these quarters and this Jersey barrier over here that are still existent. Nobody actually comes here to sesh anymore because there's just not much to offer. It's kind of forgotten. No way. And that thing is gnarly, dude. This has got to be like 12 or 13 feet. That's one way to learn flip fakies if you have a huge rig. All right, but that's one of the, probably one of the more prolific spots that's kind of still in existence over here that's kind of forgotten. But still a cool spot if you want to come over here and sesh. You can kind of get some flat riding in. If they did have a DIY, this would definitely be it. But we're gonna cruise down the hill now. We're gonna go to what used to be B3, which if you guys are OGs, you ever saw B3, you know it is.
It was goated.
So famous, goated, one of the most goated ramps ever. And Dave Mira, we'll tell you guys when we get down there. So let's cruise down to the bottom of the hill. Next spot we're going to, we've actually been here before. It's the Forest Mega Ramp. It's no longer here, but for those of you OGs that have watched some of my videos, you guys will have seen this spot. But we actually, I think the video that we filmed down here was probably like 6 years ago. So you guys can see like up there, those buildings, that's the playground. And then right here on the left, we've got the lodge, which is where all the pros and stuff, that's where we all stay. So it's way down here, kind of in the back. Again, it's not here anymore, but there used to be like a building right here, and you can see all this foliage that is just not really existent, or the ramp's not existent, but you can see where it would have been. I would imagine they took this out because it just slowly started to rot and not a lot of people could actually ride it. But that big open square spot was just a giant airbag. RIP. The Forest Mega, we cannot ride it. The remnants of it are still kind of here. Another spot that we have over here, right next to the actual, that Forest Mega Ramp, we've got the ropes course. The ropes course technically is still in play over here at Woodward. If you guys want to come here and jump on it, you can, but it's not utilized nearly as much as it was before, and it's kind of forgotten at this point. But you guys can kind of see some of the cables that they have strung along here. They have some of the platforms as well that are kind of still like in existence, of course, because like I said, they still use it. So here's one of the platforms where you would start. This is another platform where you would walk down. This actually, I think this is the finishing platform because you take a zip line all the way down, don't you, Max?
Yeah, you take a zip line down.
It's like very much of a camp vibe. So for those of you guys that come here and you want to ride and you get like tired and you want to take a day off, this is a really cool place to go to. And you can make it short, you can make it long. It's a really cool place to be. All right, let's go back up to the top of the hill. Let's get to a couple parks and show you guys some of the other forgotten spots. All right, we're cruising up to what is now known as the SLS section, but it wasn't always the SLS Plaza. It has changed quite a few times. It was called B3 before, and before that it was also called B3. But B3, the original B3, was a giant triple vert ramp that was so ridiculous. It was massive. They had one hell of a roll-in going down towards the middle of it. They had like a big channel gap that had a rail on the top, so it was so gnarly. I unfortunately never got to ride it because when I started coming here, it was, I think, one of the last years that actually was still standing, and it was just so weathered. Dave Muir was on it, Chad Kagi, just all those guys, Kevin Robinson, all those guys were just tearing it up. They also had that on the Dave Muir Freestyle BMX 2 game, which was an incredible video game. Played it a ton as a kid, just one of those video games that wanted me to get outside, ride my scooter, and just be on anything, on a bike, a skateboard, a scooter, didn't matter. I just wanted to get out and ride, and they had this entire camp on that game. But the B3, man, so iconic, so massive, sadly forgotten. Even when I was telling Max we gotta go to the B3, he didn't understand what I was talking about because he knew that there was a spot called the B3. He didn't know what the original meaning of the word B3 was, but it was a triple vert ramp. We missed out. Next spot. Don't forget about the go-kart track, Max. You gotta show him the go-kart track, bro. So goated, not forgotten, but man, I don't think it's used enough. If you're watching this video right now and you're at camp, get over and jump on some go-karts. This is the one. Watch yourself, Max. It took me out right here. RIP my Canon R5. That thing got me right here, this puppy. Oh, should we make a little pit stop? The river gap, not used anymore. The last person that I ever saw even attempted it was, what's his name?
Nicholas Nelson.
Nick Nelson. Got wadded up over here, dude. He tried to jump it on a dirt scooter. What? He tried to 360 it. I don't know how many tries he actually put into it, but homie got rocked. I would imagine a lot of people got rocked in this thing. It's probably a good, what would you say, Max? Like a 25-foot gap or so? And it's over this, just all these rocks in this river spot, of course. It's grown out now, so it's not like anybody could actually come and jump it, but it ain't small, man. It ain't small. Look at this lip. It's weird because like the lip's not steep, of course, because if it was steep, people get really taken out. It's actually pretty long. I know, that's one of those, whatever they are, groundhogs or whatever. This would suck, dude. If you're not committed, that's a
drop and a half.
it's like it's probably a 12-foot drop into water, into rocks and stuff. Dude, I never even realized this. That's another landing. I never even realized that. So you have to hit this first one and then hit this, and there's another landing over there. So this is a 6-pack. Oh man, next spot. It's kind of forgotten. Just not a lot of people come up to his spot because it's kind of a mission to get here, but we've got the Asphalt pump track. Another spot that we've ridden quite a few times. You guys have seen us kind of ride all this stuff for the, mainly for the hit every ramp at Woodward challenge, which is the worst video to film. It takes so long, but it's a cool little spot, dude. It's a good spot for people to come and warm up, but it's just so far from everything. I think it's why not a lot of people actually come here to ride it. But if you're racing BMX, odds are you're over here, you're riding this thing just to kind of get the juices flowing, get the legs kind of moving a little bit, and I see some water. I'll just see if I can avoid it. No idea if there's water on this side. Okay. It's actually so much fun. Oh, Lord. It's a fun little thing, dude. It's a fun spot to come and ride, and it's like that first double is really fun. You can triple a couple of these things if you really want, if you're a heavy hitter, especially if you're one of those guys that are racing BMX and you come to Woodward to race. But it's a cool little spot, man. Not a lot of people go. Forgotten spot, but it's still here. So if you want to come ride it, come ride it. This is just like a scenic spot right here. Look, you can see all of camp. Just a really cool spot to kind of hang out and just look at all the things that they've introduced out here at camp, especially with the addition of the Mega a few years ago. It's not a few years ago, it's like 8 or 9 years ago, but it's been here for a minute, dude. Not forgotten, never will that be forgotten. No. That's a spot, dude. Hopefully they keep that here for many years to come because there's no like real Mega ramp at any Woodwards now, so that's kind of the last one. It's the last one standing. Forest one's gone, the one at Woodward West gone, but love riding that thing, but love riding every spot out here at Woodward. But that's gonna do it for this little quick video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys know of any other forgotten spots at any of the other Woodward camps, let us know below and we'll talk about them. But love coming here, man. If you guys haven't booked your summers, make sure you do. Don't forget, if you guys need to grab some scooter parts, go to thescooterzone.com. If you need to grab some merch, go to raymondwarner.com, all that good stuff. But we're signing out for today. We'll see you guys soon. Later.